Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Hollywood Lanes, 2961 West Liberty Avenue. You can't miss it, right next to Dunkin' Donuts. And it's a great facility here, multi-purpose, from bowling to entertaining. Look at the signage here. Look at how great Smokin' Jim and I look. Look how happy he is. We appreciate everybody coming out to be fans and watch our show. Thanks for finding this little place. You go downstairs. We hit a brand new high on Facebook, 5,305 likes. So thank you very much, everybody. We're also seen on Verizon 32, 5 nights a week, 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And it's repeated 5 times for each show. And this show will be up on Wednesday night. So when you watch this, it'll be Wednesday night on TV first. And I appreciate that. We're seen everywhere from Nemacolin all the way to Cranberry, Wexford, Dormont, City of Pittsburgh, you name it, anything on Verizon. Now we do have Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. You can come to my house in the summer when it's 7 o'clock to 8. We'll have some green tea and we'll watch Pittsburgh Sportsline. So I appreciate that. And Comcast, again, is seen only in Bethel Park, and thanks for all our fans there. Now, we start our show with a few different segments, and we actually have a sponsor for What's on Your Mind, our opening segment. His name is Skeets Lewandowski. I'm not going to bring him up this week, because last week he started to talk. And it's in honor of Skeets Service Station in Finleyville. Any vehicle that is run on gas, it could be a weed whacker that I brought there, a chainsaw, a car, snowmobiles, golf cart, anything. And he works on it. Just bring it in. Skeets and his partner Denny there, they're unbelievable. But the best guy there is Butch, let alone his mother Mimi. She runs the whole place. So check out Skeets Service Station in Finleyville. Now we're going to start with What's on Your Mind, and we're going to do that right now. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
here it is. Just don't break it.
You got to see Levine. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming out on a hockey night in Pittsburgh. Big hand for photographer Frank Fabus is in the house. We got international master photographer Bill Boyce is in the house with his beautiful models. You know, the Pittsburgh Steelers did a great job this year on the draft. They got a great safety by the name of Sean Davis. He's 6'1", 205 pounds, runs a 4.4 40. He bench presses 400 pounds. He got a 38-inch vertical jump. He's the best hitter I've seen since Donnie Shell and Ronnie Lott. And I tell you what, that defense wins championships. Defense wins championships, and the Pittsburgh Steelers finally got a steel curtain defense with Sean Davis, Travis Feeney, Ryan Shazier, Bud Dupree, Cam Hayward, and Mike Mitchell. And I tell you what, we are the city of champions. Matt Conway already won a championship. The Penguins is going to win the Stanley Cup. The Pirates is going to win the World Series. The Pittsburgh Passion is going to win the Women's World Championship. Antonio Brown's going to win Dancing with the Stars, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm predicting right here that the MVPs of the Super Bowl is going to be either Bud Dupree or Ryan Shazier. And Steeler Nation, this Bud is for you.
Thanks, Smokin' Jim. Here's a disclaimer. He's an NFL scout and a Steelers scout. The other stuff he doesn't watch. Thanks, Smokin' Jim. Hey, what's on my mind? We're just going. Did she stop? This is like live TV, folks. Skip Atkins, one of my biggest fans and our biggest fan, went to Campides, and one of the best owners that I know, Nick, gave us a pizza with sausage and pepperoni. I think I ate half of it already, so Smokin' Jim's starting a little late. Look at that pizza. It's in Dormont. Guess who's coming to Bethel Park near Sheets on 88? Campides Pizza. Get ready for pizza from Campides. Smoking Jim, take care of that. That was on my mind. Now, I do a lot of public announcements. If you don't get my face here, Rosie, I don't mind because I'm not smiling. This is a great charity that I'm going to show you. I can't even read it all, but it only costs you $5 for all these bands from one of our favorites, blues singer, Miss Freddie, she's there. Look at all these bands that are out there. It's for a great charity for this park, Roosevelt Park, $5. You got to go there May 15th, I think it is, and that's what you got to check out. Let me just double check here. I know you got that. Yeah, it's Sunday, May 15th. I was telling somebody else I might have been busy. This could be it. Now, Smoking Jim and I are honored because of Skeets. Skeets asked, I know you guys do boxing. Would you ever do any boxing for the Brownson House Boxing Association? It's sponsored by Allegheny Mountain Boxing Association. It'll be fight night at the house, 10 amateur bouts, and it features the top athletes in the area. On the 14th of May, that's a Saturday night, we'll be there from 6 to 10. I'll be a little earlier. Smoking Jim may be there at 5:59 when the fights start. 1415 Jefferson Avenue, Washington, PA. Easy to find. You can't miss it once you see the basketball court. That's what they told me, so check it out, Smoking Jim. What's on my mind, because Smoking Jim missed it, it's called Bucks and Puck Night, because you got both teams playing. They got big screens here, TV screens all around, plenty of things going on. What a great sports night in Pittsburgh. You got Pittsburgh Sportsline kicking it off, and you got all these professional teams playing. Penguins will win. I had predicted the Stanley Cup when they were losing. Smoking Jim just come on board because, I don't know, he's eating pizza. He must feel good. And the Buccos, they're in for a tough series and year with Chicago. But guess who's in town tonight? He doesn't know. He's a baseball fan. Chicago. And that's what's on my mind. We're going to start bringing up guests. But our first guest is going to be the hostess and manager of Hollywood Lanes, Lindsay Marie. Now, you had a special request because you're doing something that's so near and dear to my heart, because my mom died of Alzheimer's back in 1988 at age 55. So would you please tell everybody what you guys are doing here? It's just fantastic.
Well, yesterday we teamed up with Bankers Life Insurance to do a fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association, Forget Me Not Days. Yesterday, Bankers Life and ourselves put together a very nice Chinese auction that I decided, since today there's a lot going on, to extend the time of it. So in the back room you will find a lot of amazing prizes that you can win with a Chinese auction, and you guys can find me around on the floor all night tonight to buy tickets. I'm going to be pulling them later on tonight, so if you would like to put your name and number if you're not going to stay, or if you want to write on the back of your tickets that you hold your name and number, and when I pull the tickets I could look through everybody's tickets so I can make sure if you win you get your prize. We're selling tickets, 3 tickets for $5, 7 tickets for $10, and 15 tickets for $20.
Well, thank you very much. It's for a great cause. They need to find more things how to stop it and cure it. Lindsay, thank you very much.
No problem. Also, we have a donation bucket at the front desk if you would just like to donate money as well.
As little as $1, 50 cents, a quarter. Throw your change in there. Anything. Kelsey, welcome back to our show. Thank you for returning as the first Bethel Park female kicker on the varsity football team. What an honor to have you back.
Thank you.
Is that on?
Yes.
Okay, we're good on the mic. Now, she contacted me by email and said she's doing a fundraiser. Could I post it on Pittsburgh Sportsline? I said no. Here she is. Tell us about this.
Through the National Honor Society and the
I'll hold it for
Principal
you.
Advisory Student Council at Bethel Park High School, we're doing a color run. and it's a 5K race, and all the proceeds will be going to SHIM. So it's just a fun run that families can participate in, and it's on May 15th.
And that's a popular date, as you heard.
Yes, it
It just happens that way. What got you involved in this?
Well, our principal asked us to do something to help out the community, and we thought SHIM, which is South Hills Interfaith Ministry, was a great organization to help out. So we decided to do a color run because we thought it would be a lot of fun for everyone in the community.
What kind of run?
It's a color run. So what it is, do you know? Should I explain what it is?
You have to tell him. He's a simple man.
Okay, so it's a 5K race, and every half mile we're going to be throwing colored powder. So by the end of the race, everyone who ran will be just covered.
How about if somebody's crawling like Smoking Jim?
I mean, I'm sure we can throw powder on him too.
Okay. Jeff, could you come up? Because this next guy is a good guy, and he's involved with you in this. Now, these are Bethel Park sports people, which I'm so happy to have him here. I might just keep talking about Bethel Park since we're out of BPTV studios. Now, I met Jeff because he makes some of the greatest pizzas, Smoking Jim, on Tuesday nights for Olive Oil's Pizzeria. They're our sponsor on Tuesday night, and this young man has made many pizzas. I've been watching my weight, but not all of us are doing that tonight, so we'll just try our best. That 5K is going to come up. You want to hold that and hand him the mic, because I'd like to ask him a question. Tell us your name.
My name is Jeff Hoffman.
And are you from Bethel Park?
I am.
Do you go to high school there?
I am a junior in Bethel Park High School.
Okay, I needed that information. And why are you doing this event?
Well, as Kelsey is more from the backside of our little arrangement here, I am a committee head of PR and fundraising for NHS.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we had a similar idea to do a 5K color run, and it just so happened that we contacted PAX, and they were in a similar mindset, and we decided, why don't we throw something together? And
So you partnered up on this?
of course we did.
Great. And are you going to participate in there?
Am I going to participate in there?
Making sure it goes.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you're doing the 5K, because you asked me to do it. I figure we're partners on this.
We had to run it to make sure it was a 5K. So
Okay. You did.
It's not
okay.
that bad. It's pretty
Okay. Well, I may just walk before I go out to that New Kensington and Roosevelt Park. So I'll be strong. But thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much
I
for having me.
appreciate it. Give her the mic for the last word. Kelsey, you have a free pass to book anybody you want for great events like this. Because do you want to introduce the next guest?
I would love to. So up next we have Cole Rogers, who plays on the Bethel Park baseball team, and he is also on the football team.
Cole, this is so complex that I'm going to start talking with our interview. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you.
And I have seen you play at quarterback. I have not seen you play baseball. What position do you play in baseball?
I am the catcher for Bethel Park.
Oh, you're in the action all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like I used to be a pitcher in baseball. And guess what? I played center on the football team.
Really?
Yeah. I never let go of a ball. I'm an American athlete that our sports are all about balls. Okay? That's just how it is. This is a family show. Any of you that have minds in the gutter, they're going to be there. But that's what we do. So you're always in on the action.
I love it.
I can tell.
I love being involved.
Well, Kelsey gave me a great promo about you. Said you were on a hot hitting streak right now. Is that true by any chance? Tell us.
3-game hit streak right now.
Yeah, but I heard you've done some nice things.
Last game I had 6 RBIs. I was 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. And then the game before that, we went into extra innings, and then in the 8th inning I hit a home run, which
Fantastic.
ended up winning.
Was it a walk-off?
No, top of the 8th.
Okay.
But
Just checking.
Held the lead.
That is awesome. Now, how long have you played baseball?
Baseball, 14 years.
How old were you when you started?
3.
That's what I was hoping to hear out of you. Okay.
Same with football too.
You knew I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one brother. His name is Jordan.
Okay.
He plays football and baseball too.
I thought I've heard of the names there, so. And like I said, I did see you play QB. And what year are you in?
Junior.
Okay, one more year.
Senior year.
What's it look like in sports?
It's looking good. A lot of our line graduated for
Okay.
football, but we have James Committer returning.
Yes.
And then another sophomore coming up, Gavin Bargesco.
I'm not familiar with him.
But
Nice size. Tell me. I don't know. Remember, you guys don't come on my show. Now we're starting to get Bethel Park High School kids on our show.
our whole line next year will actually be juniors.
Well, you've been recruiting them to come out and play. I need help.
Oh yeah. Our right now it's me at quarterback, Taryn Murphy at running back.
Okay.
We have oh yeah, fast, very fast.
See, he is a scout. He'll come through.
Zach
Now
Taylor.
he knows your name.
Zach Taylor, Chandler Dietz, Jeremy Wooderick, Jared Leininger, wideouts.
Yeah, I know.
All seniors. So
Right. That'll be great.
oh yeah.
This should be the year. Be back
know.
like it was a few years before.
I really hope
right?
so.
No, that'd be great. You got to dream big. That's what I tell everybody. Why not? And you work hard. It looks like you're in great shape.
Football, baseball, about every day.
Really?
Yeah,
All year.
all year round.
No, it's nice. And I'm proud of you in the baseball little exploits you have here. And you're winning games. What's your record?
We are 12-4 right now.
That's a great record. Where do you stand in the league?
We are. Some have us at second in the Whippeal, and some have us at fourth. But right
Okay.
now we are ahead in our section. We're number one.
That's great.
So
So we got another good karma coming from Pittsburgh Sportsline. We've had teams come on, good teams, and then they become better teams. Just so you know, we get that good positivity out there.
I hope
So
we
you don't
continue.
have to worry now. Just play. That's how simple it is. There's no worry now. You've been on Pittsburgh Sportsline. Thanks for coming on. If you want to come back on at the end of the season, or you'd like to give us a little preview of the season with some of your other boys from the team, or if you have a girl kicker again, you could bring her out too, if it
be
happens. All right? So you're definitely welcome back. I appreciate your time.
Thanks
and
for
stay
having
in
me.
school. How's your grades?
3-5.
Logan Gym, no homeschool in Bethel Park for athletes. We do have a great homeschooling system, as you know, in Bethel Park. A lot of great kids are there and go on to college. So stay in school, keep the grades up, and get some scholarships, all right?
I'll try.
Welcome to our show. First time guest on our show. First interview on Pittsburgh Sportsline. I just have to watch her left in the clinches here. And then that right overhand there. I'm careful though. The only thing I like about it is you won, you're a champion, and you're now on Pittsburgh Sportsline.
I know.
Tell us your name, nickname, however you want to say it.
My name is Sarah Miller. Go by Sarah Miller Time.
All right. And that's what time it is right now
Right.
on Pittsburgh Sportsline. It almost
Good
rhymes.
time.
How long have you been in boxing?
About
Be honest.
2.5 years now.
That's not that long of a time. And I've seen you fight before. You actually had a different hair color that fooled me when I saw you had dark hair.
Had many hair colors, yeah.
Okay, well that's the one I remember because it was vivid. And you were
Very
taking photos at boxing. Not only is she a good boxer, but she takes some great photos because she took us in a photo. I know you got a photo or two of me, and they were great.
I love photographing the fights, especially because I get to be very close to the ring. So.
Well, you were actually leaning in the ring a couple times. I thought you were going to get stepped on.
Right?
Yeah.
Got to get that good shot.
You did. And what got you into photography?
I actually took a trip to Europe when I was in high school, and I took a camera over there, and when I came back, everyone said, these are really great photos. I started to get into it that way, and then I went to school for it, so.
Okay, well now she's a photographer, but how did you get into boxing? That's what's, more and more women are doing it, even young kids, young girls, young guys.
I actually
How did that happen?
I went to a fight. One of my best friends was fighting his first fight, and I went there and I saw him doing it, and I said, I need to do this. And I got into it after
So
that.
you were inspired.
I was.
I want to
yes.
hit people in the head.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I sort of figured that out. And you have to train hard to get to that
You
point.
do. It's pretty much all I do.
Do you?
I work and I train, yep.
Well, where do you work? As a photographer?
Yes.
Do you?
I try. I actually work with a photographer out in Mars, PA. We do weddings.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was just digging deep. I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right. And then you have a coach named Skeets.
I do.
He's a tough guy. I just want to bring him up the show. He's been on our show numerous times. Last week he wouldn't give up the mic.
Yeah.
So I figured if we just have him
He's a
stand and
talker.
pose a little bit instead of just talking. Skeets, come on up here. You can join Sarah Miller time since you helped inspire and keep her in the ring.
Right?
All right. We got the brother hands.
I know, right?
All right, you can stand like right between us in the middle because she can hand you the mic. They all know the legendary Skeets. Look at how I promote him. Hand him a mic, you just sit there. And if he starts to get a little tough with me, did you hit him with that right?
I got you.
His stomach's looking a little weak. Those buffets every Monday morning. Bethel Bakery
Oh, that'll
Donuts.
do it to you. I miss you down here today. I had Mario come in.
I'm trying to keep my weight off, stay at my talking weight.
Yeah.
I got to be at the talking machine weight here. Tell us a little bit about what you thought, your scouting report of Sarah Miller, because she's a tough fighter, so I know she can
is a
handle
tough
your
fighter.
criticism.
Well, the first time I seen Sarah fight, she fought up in Newcastle and beat a girl from our gym down on Route 51 when I was down there training. She beat a girl named Caitlin Engler.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know who she is.
That's back in the day when Sarah had her blue hair.
Yeah, that's what looked
Remember that? Yeah, the
familiar.
blue hair look. Yeah, I tell you, man, that girl with the blue hair is pretty tough. But something happened with her and her other trainer, then she ended up down to 51, and then we just started working out together.
Yeah.
Then we moved out to the Bronson House.
In
out
Washington, PA.
Yes. Fight's coming up on the 14th.
Yeah,
Bronson House.
I think we were
Amateur
saying that
fights.
earlier.
Trying to get me one, so.
Yeah, Sarah's going to be on the card.
You always got
Scott House,
trouble. They're
she's going to be
afraid.
on the card. Yeah.
No, that's
If you
good.
get a chance, come on, check his fight out. Be a good night.
I appreciate it, Skeets. I didn't have you write any notes because you went off the notes last time and you were great.
Well, I
One of your
brought
best
some just in
performances.
case.
No.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to talk a little bit about Sarah.
Yeah,
This is the light on her. She's a
Yeah.
champion now, Golden Gloves champion, a novice.
Two-time Golden Glove champion.
Two-time.
She won back in 14.
Did you?
Yeah, something
I
along the
missed
same,
that. I'm
yeah.
glad Skeets come up.
Yeah, two-time Golden Glove champion. And the kid's tough. She trains hard. And at 132 pounds, I'll put her in the ring with anybody in the area here. She's that tough. We're moving up. We're moving up to
Well,
open
Skeets
class.
is good at that. He calls out everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Skeets, you're out of here.
Okay.
Sarah,
Thanks for your time. Thank you.
it's a pleasure. Sarah, give us a last word. Good luck. Any
you.
last word?
If anyone wants to come out and fight me at the Bronson House, I'm looking for somebody.
132 pounds, Sarah Miller. This won't be well, it might be as tough as it gets in the ring there. But you look in good shape.
Yeah, I keep in good shape.
How long have you been boxing?
I've been boxing for about 2 years now.
That seems like a trend here with Skeets. Tell us your name.
My name is Scott Perhatch. Now, I do have a nickname which was given to me by Skeets.
You know what, if it's not like a swear word or anything, because sometimes they swear. I've been around them.
It's not bad.
Okay, then lay it on us.
Pretty boy Scott Perhatch.
There you go. Pretty boy. I like it. And what weight class do you fight in? Tell them the weight.
I fight in the 165-pound weight class, which is middleweight.
There's some heavy punches in that class. As Smoking Jim and I saw the Golden Glove fights Saturday night.
Yep.
We actually saw knockouts, which you don't see too many knockouts in Golden Gloves. We saw a couple on Saturday night. Were you there at the fights or not?
I actually fought on Saturday.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did I forget that? I missed you. Who'd you knock out?
I didn't win by knockout, but I beat Eric Quarles in a decision.
That's the fight. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a great fight.
It was a very good fight.
It was touch and go there with both of you.
Eric is, a very tough, talented fighter, and we actually fought before that. And so
I didn't see that, but I did see this on Saturday night.
I knew he was gonna bring it, and it was a really tough fight.
Well, you were bringing it too.
Yeah, I try.
Seriously.
I try. I consider myself to be a pretty big puncher, so I like to come forward and try to
That's
bring
what I was
myself.
saying. I know you had some nice punches there. All right.
Yep.
And you saw a couple of the knockouts there.
Yeah.
That was some tough fights. You guys are going for it all to be champions, and you're a champion now.
Absolutely.
First time champ?
Second time. I won last year as well.
Get up. That's awesome. I'm honored to have you on here. Hard work.
Thank you.
And champions.
A lot of hard work.
And are you going to Harrisburg? Do they have a fight for you?
I will not be going to Harrisburg, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
But I will be fighting on May 13th at the Fight Company in Century 3 Mall.
Yeah, okay, with Rod Salk and Stevie Upshur there.
And also, I will be fighting at the Bronson House on the 14th as well.
You're going back to back. Hey, pretty boy, you got to be in great shape.
Back to back.
This pretty boy's a little tougher than you may think there, ladies. How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
24 years old. All right, we're not promoting you for all the ladies out there. If you have a girlfriend, no offense meant.
All right.
All right?
Yep.
And any last words on what you think your future in boxing is?
I hope to become a successful pro one day.
That's what I want to hear. I like to dream in big things.
That's right.
It's good stuff. Hard work gets you there.
All right. Yep.
Thanks for being on. This was a nice interview. We'll welcome you back after you do the 2 fights in a row to tell us you won them both.
I can't
because
wait.
Of Pittsburgh Sports Line. Good karma.
That sounds good to me.
Take care. Ed, welcome to the show. This is your first time appearance. You didn't even know we had a TV show here.
No clue.
And tell us your name.
My name is Ed Pokel.
And why are you on our show tonight?
We're here to promote our baseball organization. We've got a sports tournament business and youth AAU baseball organization called the Titans.
Okay, and where are you located at?
We're actually all over the South Hills. We get players from St. Clairsville all the way to Greensburg and then
You know St. Clairsville's Ohio.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
Because I'm Pittsburgh-centric. What do you have here before I keep talking?
Well, we got some hats. We're gonna give to you and Smokin' Joe there.
No, Jim. You didn't know. Smokin' Joe was actually a fighter out of Philadelphia. They have a statue named after him. Fought Muhammad Ali. Smokin' Jim, not officially, has had any pro fights. And he's out of Monroeville. And they used to call him Smokin' Joe all the time, so now he's Smokin' Jim.
There we go.
So you were close.
Smokin' Jim.
So I'll give him a Titan hat. I guess I usually don't wear hats, but I'm going to make an exception.
There we go.
Hold it.
It looks great on you.
They say that. Well, I used to play baseball, but, you know, fold that up a little bit.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Right size. It's a fitted hat. They knew I'm late on getting my haircut at a Zazu, so I have the extra hair to fit under there. Thank you very much, guys.
Well.
And how long have you been doing this coaching?
Oh, wow. This is...
Give me a number.
Over 10 years. This is my 11th year.
Did you play baseball?
Yes.
For who?
Played at Carleton High School and then went to Penn State Beaver, and then after college just played in the South Hills Federation League.
Did you? Okay, so you have a lot of experience playing.
Yeah.
And why'd you get into coaching?
I'm a better coach than I was a player.
You're an honest man. You can come back on our show when you guys win some tournaments again, and you can come back and talk, and you can bring players if they're not in school. So I would write an excuse that they could miss a day because they were on Pittsburgh Sports Line.
Exactly.
All right,
exactly.
So if you need that help, I can write that. If the principal takes it and their parents, I'm good.
No, I got into coaching. I wanted to help kids. Growing up, we never had the opportunity to play AAU. We didn't have the mechanical coaches.
Well, plus it can be expensive too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See, that's the other thing. We can't talk about a lot of prices if you're the best or anything, but we all know there's a cost of doing sports, and it's more and more over the years.
Yeah,
from bats,
absolutely.
helmets, baseball gear, whatever it may be, gloves.
Right.
So I understand even the gloves you put on to hit now.
Yeah.
You can't bat without gloves on.
Right.
I never knew what a glove was except in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
So,
I'm the same way. So.
And how old are the kids and young men? What age?
We have kids from basically 10 years old all the way up through 16.
10 to 16?
Yeah.
Wow, that can test your coaching skills and patience.
It really does. Each level is a dramatically different different level of coaching.
Well, sure. Think how when you grew up. Do you have brothers or sisters?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
everybody has a
absolutely.
different personality and goes through different things and reacts certain ways.
Yep, for sure.
Definitely. And do you specialize in hitting, coaching hitting or pitching, or you guys do it all?
We do it all. I mean, each coach and instructor has their own specialty, but
Sure.
that was one of my big things when I started coaching was to learn everything so I could coach it.
No, that's great, because a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why I said about the specialization, and I think it hurts a little. They have all cookie cutter stuff.
Yep,
And-
can't do it.
Okay, because we have a good friend of ours, Claudio Rosano,
Yeah.
who's the CMU head coach, baseball scout, one of the best in the area. We get in these discussions because we're very similar, and we talk about what's all this cookie cutter. They change everybody's style, and only certain kids can do it, and it's not right. Some are natural hitters.
Yeah.
We just have to get them to coordinate.
Yep.
And their own style,
Right.
Pitching, hitting, fielding. There's certain basics to it.
Yeah, and not to mention everybody's body moves a different way.
Great point.
So if you're teaching one kid to do something one way, then the next kid, his body just moves completely
Well,
different.
how about a natural pitcher that might throw sort of 3/4 arm?
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's great. Has
Yeah.
a great curveball. At 14, 15, not 11 and 12. I don't want to hear that.
Right, yeah.
But 14, 15, 16 years old, and then they want to change him.
Yeah,
And he
they wanna
can't
make him
throw.
throw
And
over
they
the
go.
top.
And they go. What happened to that kid? He had great talent.
Yep.
You coach yourself out of a player,
Yeah, absolutely.
and you're not for that.
No.
Well, then I could tell you know Claudio, and maybe you've talked to him. Do you know?
I know the name, yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
know
he's
the
done
name.
well. CMU, these kids are all geniuses, engineers, financial majors. They don't have to play sports. They don't get any money for it, and they're
Right.
at CMU, which costs you a pretty penny there.
Yeah.
And they're winning now the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So to me, that's what kind of records do you guys have?
500, to be honest. We're more of the developmental level. We want to.
Well, that's what I want to bring out, because when people watch this show, they might say, I can't afford to put my kid at one of these top AAU teams. It's going to cost me a lot of money. We're traveling everywhere. Where are we getting that money?
Yeah.
So this can get you in the game, no pun intended.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's good stuff. I brought Justin up here, not just to shake his head. So, Justin, it's time for you. Ed, thank you very much. Stay right here. I may have another question or two if he starts bringing up some stuff. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell them your name.
My name is Justin Miller.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
And you're also a coach on this team.
I am, yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I'm recently out of college, so I'm able to kind of bring new age baseball into it, and I've been coaching for 2 years now.
Okay, great. And you played baseball, I assume.
Yes, I did.
What college did you go to?
I played at Pitt Greensburg.
And what high school did you go to?
I went to Keystone Oaks.
That's what I wanted to hear. I didn't ask you, Ed. I didn't know if you were from around here or not. Where did you go to school?
Carleton.
Okay, I heard that before. Sorry. Yep, Carnegie. I should have known better. I grew up in Green Tree.
Yeah.
We were competitors there, so at least you weren't at Hankey Farms or anything.
No.
Okay. Just checking. All right, KO, you got the floor now. What position did you play?
I played shortstop and pitcher in high school. And then
Okay.
in college, I kind of just made my way to the infield. Couldn't do both anymore.
Okay. Well, that happens.
Yeah.
Competition gets a little better. Some people that were smaller or taller,
Yep.
some stay the same.
Yeah, I had to focus on just one, so.
Well, that sounds good.
Yep.
And you got your degree from college?
I did. I have a bachelor's degree in business.
Okay.
And now I'm looking to, right now, it's a little bit hard going back to school, but it's definitely the plan.
Okay, just checking on you. But you love working with the kids.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm the same way. I think now I'm starting to become a way better coach than I was a player, so.
No, that's good stuff to hear. I enjoy that. And what type of hours do you put in on the field with the kids? Every day or 5 days a week, 4 days?
We're about, including the weekends, we're practice 3 to 4 days a week, and then we have games Saturday and Sunday, or we have a tournament over the weekend. So.
Oh, really?
Yep, we're around, I would say around mostly 6 days, 5 to 6 days though.
So you have to be dedicated to do this and love the sport.
Yeah, and we really put in the work, our biggest thing is compared to these other programs, this is something we do for fun. We love doing this. It's not even our main jobs.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, yes.
Yeah, we do this on top of everything else because we solely just love doing it and want to get these kids in the same program programs, the same league, the same tournaments as all these big high-end organizations.
Well, you got me pumped up from you first talked to me, and now that you brought Ed on, I don't care if he's from Carnegie or Carnegie. He's still a good man. How do they get a hold of you guys?
We have a website. It's iamtitan.org. You can go on there. All of our information. It's, like I said, it's real simple. iamtitan.org. All of our contact information is there. Signing up for the program.
Okay.
You can email us with your kid and his age group. We love putting them through tryouts. You know, even in the tryouts where they're
Do you have
coaching
local
these
fields
kids.
where you go to?
Yeah, so our biggest thing is, you know, we're doing things with these communities, like giving coaching clinics and working with these community teams, and they're allowing our AAU team to use their field. But I mean, it's us putting in more work just to help out the communities to kind of make a good deal with them.
I like your style.
Yeah.
Tell them that website one more time.
The website is iamtitan.org. Go on there, all of our contact information, shoot us an email. We'll put their kid through a workout and, you know, give them as much help as we can. Even if you decide not to come into the program, you know, that workout, we'll still tell them everything we possibly can to help them.
Well, that's great. Here you go. You just heard two great guys here that are helping kids in our area. Thank you very much. Ed, do you have any closing words?
He made a name for himself in Little League. He's a good ball player.
All right, Skip. Skip's our man. Skip, we may have to bring you up for a second because people don't like talking about themselves much. But you cut the grass today in between raindrops, got us the pizza. Will you please stay there? And don't share all of my 2,000 photos on Facebook. You blew up my phone, my friend. My phone still isn't the same. I thought somebody hacked your account. Then I saw he's sharing his great-grandsons all first. And they've been on our show. They were stars. So that's all good stuff. Ed,
Man, that's a good man right there.
well, that's what I bring up here.
If I had kids, I would send them.
You did have kids. You're not having any more. You got great grandkids.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing it then.
And this is why it's like a TV show. They're in the audience. Fans of ours are just starting to talk right with us like they're on the show. Ed, any final words for the fourth time?
No, I think Justin hit on everything. Thanks for having us. It was a pleasure.
Owner Jeffrey Park talk about Hollywood Lanes and whatever specialties he has going on tonight, like bartenders, friends, etc. Good things in the community. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. Jim, my man, my favorite Monday of the whole, my favorite day of the whole month. I say this every week or every time you guys are. I'm blessed to have.
Yeah, but we appreciate
you guys.
Our monthly show at Hollywood Lanes.
It's the best.
You can't beat it.
Really, really enjoy having you guys.
And what else is happening tonight?
Well, we've been working real hard. We do a lot of live shows. We had a couple of concerts. We had an all-timers event last night. We raised some money. Speaking of which, you heard my fiance bring it up. We have a Chinese auction with amazing gifts in the back. So if everybody doesn't know, we still have a Chinese auction going on to raise some money for all-timers. I lost my grandfather that runs in my family. I'm sorry, I didn't even know.
Yeah, my mother. Yep.
And so God bless you, Pop-Pop. That's my grandpap, and let's raise some money for him.
Yes.
Do you
want to bring somebody up then?
Yeah, I'd love to. We do a guest bartender every Monday night, and tonight we have a double team back here.
No way.
Two of the best DJs, music DJs in the city are here. DJ Tanova and DJ Scar. If you guys would come up for a second.
Can they talk sports at all?
They can talk. They can talk about everything.
Well,
don't get them started, baby.
This is a sports talk show, so
these guys seriously are the best DJs in the town. So if anybody's looking for a DJ for an event, this is DJ Tanova. And this is DJ Scar.
I know him. He played football, baseball, everything in Bethel Park.
How you doing?
All right, get them in the seat. Tanova, you're right here.
Step down for a second.
How's it going, man?
Oh, I didn't hear you. He was talking to me.
How's it going?
You could tell it's going great. Just smile to the camera. We didn't get you on here. You know, it's a sports talk show. I know you guys are DJs, and that ties in with a lot of the sports, especially younger sports people, not as much as myself. So, did you play sports? No, you first, Tanova. I'm looking at you.
I did not play sports.
Okay. You're one of the 3% in Pittsburgh. Do you follow any sports?
Unfortunately, I do not.
That's why I told you he's a 3%.
But I have respect for those who do.
Okay.
I really do.
All right, pass that mic.
He works sporting events all the time.
We'll get back to that. He'll get a last word. Easy there, owner. Come on, Scar, tell me something.
I went to Bethel Park. I graduated in 2011. I played football and I wrestled, but my senior year I had an injury and I couldn't play football anymore or wrestle anymore. So.
And then what happened? You found music.
And music started kicking off really well, so that's where I'm at now.
Well, tell your parents I said hello.
I definitely will.
They're legendary in football, just so you know.
And at Bethel Park, I mean, they...
Well, that goes without saying.
Yep.
Oh, I said it, sorry. When did you start playing sports?
When I was...
How young?
Yep, it's like 5 or 6.
I believe it. I know my kids were young too, playing sports, so I know about that. No, I appreciate what you do. You were playing karaoke last month. The crowd was going crazy here.
Yeah.
I think it was when I was here. Was that when I was talking to you, or no, it was another night maybe?
That was,
What night was that? Because they're all blurring here with what Jeff does.
That was,
Oh, with Isaiah.
Isaiah, yeah.
Yeah, you were awesome on that. It was just a fantastic event. You made it even better.
It was an awesome event.
Yeah, helping it. Anti-bullying. We don't care. No bullies anywhere. Children, adults, men, women, children, dogs. No bullying.
Yeah,
I'm against it totally. We're outspoken on Pittsburgh Sports Line. We appreciate what you're doing. I got to get back to Tanova here. I heard a rumor that you're at like sporting events and supporting stuff with other sports. Could that be true?
No comment.
Jeffrey, I appreciate it. He's a great guest. I can take any type of answer. It may not be my answer, but it's your answer.
Yes, it is, my friend.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
I heard you're good at it, so.
I do what I can.
I like it. I like your style.
Thank you.
You're out of here now, both of you. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
So you guys had just asked about, or just mentioned about no bullying, which we don't have any bullying here. But I wanted to give an update for our friend Isaiah Wooding, our friend at Penn Hills High School that had some problems, but nobody has bullied him since our Bowl Against Bullying. Yeah. And he's got all these new friends, and he calls me every day. We talk every day. He says, Mr. Jeff, all these people wish me happy birthday. I didn't even know who half of them were. I have all these new friends, and he's in a talent show as we speak right now, playing the drums at his talent show. So Isaiah, if you're watching, or when you do watch, go get him, buddy. You're just doing so awesome, man. We love you so much.
We're on your side.
We are, man. And if I mind, if you don't mind, I have another.
You got the mic. I don't mind.
Yeah, but your show.
I'm giving it up to you right now.
Thank you, sir. I have an amazing couple of friends that are here right now. My friend, actually, I found out we're cousins. This means cousins in sign language.
Not like Smoking Jim's cousins.
Smoking Jim's my cousin, too.
He has 132 cousins, 99 godchildren that I've met, and they're not related.
That's me, too. But actually, Richard and we really are cousins, though, through marriage. He came into Bull one day, and Richard is blind and deaf. He goes by the tagline, the blind deaf godfather. He's got all these people. He's
Can he talk some sports?
I'm sure he's going to talk sports. We talk every day too, and he's a big Penguins fan. And through technology, he keeps up on everything with Braille.
Penguins are up 2-0.
You guys, I can't wait for you to meet this guy because he's amazing.
I can't even see him because of the bright lights you have, so I can't wait.
He's coming right now. And then his two interpreters that he's with, my good friend Frank. He's a sign professor at St. Aloysius College. I hope I said that right. And correct. Joanna.
Okay. I'm honored to have all of you on here, and Jeff, I appreciate that. Because we have no fear, no obstacles. We're about promoting good people, and that's why we're here tonight. Can anybody explain what's going on?
So right now, I'm just interpreting what you're saying, and
How's it going?
Frank and I are kind of tag teaming, so I was interpreting to Frank while he's interpreting to Richard, but I can interpret right to Richard too. It just kind of depends.
So you're a team here. This is like sports.
We're teaming it up.
We have a team here on a sports
That's
show.
right, exactly. We love sports, and we kind of live sports. It's all in our lives.
And we're going to ask Richard, what sport is his favorite? Does he have a favorite one or a team?
Number one, football. I love football, but I love baseball too. I love it.
Well, Smoking Jim Frazier, NFL Scouts. And he's in the Steeler War Room on draft day. Smoking Jim was there 3 days. He works only 3 days a year, and it's with the NFL draft.
Good job.
And I'm glad
That's
you
awesome.
picked
That's
football.
great.
I'm glad Richard picked football. Look how that tied in with my co-host.
Yeah, definitely.
So does Richard want to tell about what he does? And
A long time ago, my wife worked for, was a personal assistant for, sorry. For Rocky.
Wow. Rocky Blair.
Rocky Blair.
Wow.
Rich.
That's okay. We can translate here too.
Thank you. But look
I
at
have
this. We're
the-
all a team, man.
Exactly.
You
That's
got-
my
You
thing.
got my back. That's
Yeah,
great.
he told me that before too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. He's a legend in our area as a businessman and football player. He overcame adversity.
Like you, Richard.
That's my segue to Jeff. Because Jeff can talk a little bit more than I am, but it's my show, so I'll shut him down. No.
You're the boss. You know that.
Thank you, thank you. Do you follow Penguins at all, Richard? Do you like the Penguins?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm really excited. I want them to keep winning tonight.
Well, they're winning 2-0, 2-0 tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
And what about the Pirates? Do you like the Pirates at all in baseball?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you like the big
I'm
three
sad
sports?
right now though that they're losing the game right now.
Well, that happens. They play 162 games, so you cannot win them all. I taught Smoking Jim that 4 years ago, and he found that out last year too.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
So those things do happen, but I have a little sense of humor with it because I don't play for those teams. I'm a fan. Are you guys fans?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
Oh yeah.
That's why you're on Pittsburgh Sportsline. What do you want to say, Richard?
Yeah, I was born here in Pittsburgh. I
Where
was
did you
raised in
grow up?
Mount Washington.
Okay.
And so, I've always followed everything here in Pittsburgh, and then I did live for a year in New York.
We don't hold that against you. You're back here now.
So, and then I worked as a service provider, and I went to the Helen Keller National Center for the Deaf and the Blind.
Were you born that way, or did that happen? How did you become blind and deaf?
No, I wasn't born that way. Well, I was born deaf, but later
Okay. Well, I have to ask
I'm
a
sorry,
couple questions because I'm curious.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, so you were born deaf, and then you become blind. How did that happen?
I had Usher syndrome.
Okay.
So it's
And I don't know what that is.
related. It's a genetic. It's a
Okay.
genetic disorder that causes over time to lose those abilities. to see.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're able to get around. You got a great team around you. You got a great friend like Jeffrey Park here, and you got to be on Pittsburgh Sportsline talking sports. I hope you're happy about that.
Yeah, definitely.
He's the happiest guy. He's always smiling. He has his own house, and he's got a beautiful dog.
What's his dog's name?
Misty.
Why isn't Misty here?
She's wild.
Okay.
But she's going to be here for the Bowling for Bones event for sure.
Okay. I had to check because I'm an animal lover. Do you have any final words or anything you would like to say since you're on our show?
Do you want to talk about any of his work?
Well, I just want to say the most important quote that I could share. The most beautiful thing in life is not something that you hear, not something that you see, but something that you feel with your heart. Those are the most beautiful things in life.
That's beautiful. We'll end on that. It was a happy note. Thank you for coming on our show and honoring us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And can you say your name again? Your name.
I'm Joanna.
Okay.
And this is Frank.
Okay. And Richard.
Thank you.
Okay,
So
great.
thank
I
you.
just wanted to hear that. Thank you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Richard
you.
Glad to be here.
McGann, the deaf-blind
Yeah.
godfather.
Rich McGann, the deaf-blind
The
godfather.
deaf,
That's
blind
right.
godfather who talks sports through his team. How can you beat this?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And God bless you.
Smoking Jim, we rarely get to talk about when you have picks in the NFL draft at the Steelers draft. So I'm honored to be able to discuss how a couple of your picks, or at least two, are on the Steelers, right? Three. But I wanted to interrupt this because one of my friends, his son Bruce Gradkowski, got re-signed to a contract. And the Del Sardo and Gradkowskis have been friends of mine since before high school. And I knew young Bruce's grandfather. I was good friends with him. So to me, I know his dad's smiling in heaven, or his grandfather and his grandmother are smiling down on him, being able to play for another year in a hometown team because he's healthy. So it's good stuff there. Right here in Dormont, the Del Sardos and Gradkowskis live right now. So
One of
there
the most competitive guys ever, you know, from this area.
Exactly. And now, how could it happen that you got three players that you recommended and the Steelers picked it up?
You know what? It's really just a blessing because Pittsburgh Steelers is at a point this year where they needed defensive help, and it was a defensive draft. And, you know, on the show I've been pushing, I thought the kid from Maryland was about as good as I've seen.
Right.
I thought he should have been a first-round draft pick. Now, I was pushing him to be a cornerback, so I thought he could be a Rod Woodson, a Charles Woodson for 5 or 6 years and then move to safety.
Right.
But the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to start him out immediately at strong safety. He'll be your starting strong safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Sean Davis.
No, that's good stuff, Smoking Jim. Thanks, Rosie, for helping out. And what were they saying in the war room about this stuff? A lot of other choices were coming up too, right?
Well, you know, the first round, it's a boom or bust draft for the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the first round, they really wanted William Jackson III, a speedster cornerback out of Houston. But the Cincinnati Bengals, with the pick prior to the Pittsburgh Steelers, they took him. We're actually on the phone. This is inside information. We're actually on the phone with the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys offered the Pittsburgh Steelers to swap the Pittsburgh Steelers first-round pick. The Steelers would have got the Cowboys 4th pick, which would have been a second-round pick. The Steelers would have gave Dallas their 7th-round pick, and they would have got the 6th-round pick. But here's the key. They'd have got the Dallas Cowboys first-round pick next year. Steelers would have had 2 first-round picks next year, but unfortunately, there was somebody in the Steelers organization that probably won't be back there next year that sent in the card to the NFL offices too early. So once you send in the card, the trade is off, and the Steelers reached for a 20-year-old cornerback out of the University of Miami, Artie Burns. He's real raw. So the Pittsburgh Steelers really blew. You won't see that in any paper or in any newspaper, but I'm not going to keep it quiet. The Steelers blew a great deal to get 2 first-round draft choices next year from the Dallas Cowboys. They wanted a quarterback out of Memphis.
I'm glad that I've had this discussion. You didn't hold back anything. It's amazing.
Ain't no hush hush here, brother.
Wow. How does that even happen? I don't know how you're going to get invited back. You know that. I worry about you. What else do you think about the draft? What do you rate the draft?
Well, really, I got the draft rated a C, even though 3 of the picks was mine. The 3rd round draft pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers, surprised me. They went to an all-black school, which is very unusual for the Pittsburgh Steelers because they got a bum from an all-black school by the name of Jermaine Stevens from North Carolina A&T. He kind of blew it for that organization. There's a lot of pro football players in the Hall of Fame from traditionally black schools, but when you get a bum like Jermaine Stevens that was fat, slob, lazy, the Pittsburgh Steelers for 20 years didn't go back down there, but I had a kid out of South Carolina State named Javon Hargrove. He's 6'2", 315 pounds, runs a 40 and 4.8, bench presses 225 pounds, 29 times. In high school, he was the South Carolina State Player of the Year. He can do a 360 slam dunk, and I guarantee you he'll be the starting nose guard for the Pittsburgh Steelers this fall.
Smoking Jim, you made me happy. All I wanted was a lineman. We needed a defensive lineman.
As I was eating the steak, I told him Al Levine, the taco machine, wanted that. I want to give a shout out to Heinz Ward's restaurant. He sent over about 200 slabs of ribs over the weekend, so we was eating good, brother.
No.
Thanks, Heinz.
Wow, and you don't even like Heinz Ward.
It was short ribs, brother.
Ah, okay. Just checking on you. You're about the eating, my friend.
But here's what my final pick, actually the highest rated guy I've ever rated in my life, lasted to the 6th round. Don't forget, Antonio Brown was my pick in 2010. Somehow he lasted in the 6th round. You guys put your money on this guy right now. He's a black man with a white name, Travis Feeney. He's 6'4", 235 pounds. You know, and this guy is a freak of nature. He runs a 40 and 4.3. He got a 40-inch vertical. Played at the University of Washington Huskies. He's a combination between Greg Lloyd and Joey Porter. Right now, Jarvis Too Slow Jones will be getting out of town because he's going to take his job starting in minicamp. This guy's a freak of nature. Remember that name, Travis Feeney. I got him going into the NFL Hall of Fame in 20 years.
Wow. Smoking Jim, you're on fire. Just at the right time, we're about ready to end the
Black
show.
man with a white name.
Too many disclaimers to give. Everything he says is his own opinion. It's not necessarily recommended by me. He happens to be a co-host and a brother from another mother. We're that close. I have to disagree with him on how he pronounces this stuff and brings a different color. I just say, why can't we all get along? I'm not worried who or what you are. And we're going to end our show. Thank everybody thanks to you for coming out to our show. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here with Jeffrey Park and Hollywood Lanes throughout the week. And we always end our show, I don't know if you can get a close-up with this, with the Joey Cancer Foundation, Joey Fabus Cancer Foundation. But we'll just end this show with Stay Joey Strong.